Hey guys, J0, how you doing? I hope all is well in YouTube land. Whatever part of the world that you are in. Today, I am on the river. We are hanging with my son. That is my youngest son, Joshua. We are fishing out here on the Ohio River. We're catfishing. We are free drifting. We don't get to do this as much as I like to because he is a sophomore in high school and he's always doing super cool high school dude stuff, playing football, and he's an honor roll student, so he's taking college classes and the high school classes. Same thing with my my youngest daughter, who's also a sophomore. They're doing college stuff and high school stuff, and then they have their extracurricular activities, and they're just busy, and I just love it when I get to run the river and run the woods with my kids, man. I couldn't be more proud of them. I wish I got to spend more time with them, but you know, they are going to have a future that I could have only dreamt of. So kudos to you, man, and kudos to the Coal Grove Hornets. Roll Cole. They are kicking butt. The football team so far this year is kicking booty, man. You guys rock. He knows. Yeah, well, he couldn't say, gee, thanks, Dad, that's awesome. He's like, oh, yeah, I know, I rock. So anyway, we're doing a technique called free drifting. What is free drifting? Well, let's just take a look at, we've got 4 rods set out. And what free drifting is we are finding some deep water. We are trying to be in 35 foot of water plus. There's a look at my little, it's not a fish finder per se, it's just kind of a depth finder. It's not a very good one, but it works. All I need to know is the depth of the water. And we have our rods spread out all across the back of the boat here in our rod holders. And we have them about 3 to 5 feet up off of the bottom. This is a technique that I learned from a couple of my YouTube heroes, Steve Douglas, the catfish dude, and Chris Souders, who is, again, Angler of the Year for the Cabela's King Cat Angler of the Year. Congratulations, Chris. You are awesome, man. Oh, look, we got the bite on this one here. So, this is what we got going on. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's fish on. There, Joshua, reel that fish in. Careful, don't get him in the motor. So, free drifting. Bring him up slow. He's in deep water. Remember, we got to bring him up real slow. Work him and plane. And these are the kind of results that we get free drifting. All right, let him stop for a second. Oh, nice blue. Nice blue cat. And that was a takedown. Hopefully we'll get some more of them takedowns on. So let's get him. Here, back up just a little bit, Josh. I'm going to just try to bill dance him. As Steve Douglas would say, we'll just bill dance him into the boat. Here, bring him a little closer. So I can get a hold of the line. There we go. First fish in the boat. Back up, son. Back up a little more. Yeah, don't fall out of the boat.
Yeah, I'm trying not to.
Nice little blue cat. We are going to keep a couple of these Eater blue cats today. Some of the elders on the creek that we live on were hankering for some fish. We'll just set him down. We'll get him off the hook and get him in the cooler here soon. So back to the free drifting. You can see we got our lines spread out. And what that does is that gives us about 20 feet or so of river that we can cover. And we have our baits down, and that makes a scent trail for the fish on the bottom. As we're drifting, sometimes if you don't have a current or the breeze or you're on a lake or something, you'll need to use your trolling motor and kind of pull yourself about 1 mile an hour real slow. Pull yourself, and that drags your baits about 3 feet off the bottom, and that makes a nice scent path for the fish to follow. And plus, since we fish the river, the current as it's going downstream also takes that scent and carries it downstream. So if there's any fish that are laying just downstream from us, they smell it and they can come upstream and do what they just did, which is catch a fish, which is awesome. We are using cut bait, just chunks of cut shad and cut moon eye. And look at this. That's my knife Ricky Wallace made. That's my bait knife. This thing only weighs like 2 ounces, man. It is so awesome. Ricky makes such awesome knives, man. I'm going to leave a link to his Facebook where you can get a hold of him. This thing is super light. It's super sharp. It's got the saw on the back if you got frozen bait. I love this knife so much, I can't even talk about it anymore. So if you're looking for a knife, man, that's the place to be. He makes every knife that I use, with the exception of one, has been made by Ricky Wallace. He makes kitchen knives, everything, and I can't say enough about it, Ricky. You know, Matt, when we get home, I'll show you a quick little clip of the knife that he made for my son for his birthday. It's really cool. He put a hybrid bass skin sheath on it. Anyway, I'll show you in a little bit. So, all right, enough rambling. Coffee's kicked in, as you can tell. We're going to get this dude in the cooler, and that is going to be one happy old timer. Man, look at the slime. We got slimed, and we love it. Would you say, Joshua, that you love it when your pole bends?
I would say that I love it when my pole bends.
You see that smile? Loving life, man. This is what it's all about. This is living. All right, let's see if we can get some more. I told you I'd get you a quick shot of what Ricky makes. This is a Skinner knife that he made for my son, Joshua, for his birthday. This is a hybrid bass skin sheath. Way cool. This is a gar skin sheath from a long-nosed gar. This is one of the bait knives that he made for my buddy Steve Douglas over at Monster Rod Holders. And this is a regular fillet knife that he made for me with a catfish skin sheath and a maple handle. Very cool stuff. The special sheaths and the special handles do cost a little bit more. You have to talk with Ricky about that. But they are awesome, and they look way cool, I think. So anyway, I told y'all I'd get you a quick shot of the special knives that I have, and there they are. So let me ask you something, son. Being a super cool, extra smart high school honor roll student, who would you say is like the smartest dude ever, like a genius? What would you say to that? Who's a genius? Einstein?
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking, maybe? Genius? I don't know. I think that's the wrong answer. In my opinion, the guy who said, let's take a honey bun and dip it in chocolate, genius! That's true genius right there, y'all. Oh my God. Einstein, not so sure. Honey bun dude, genius, man. Spoken like a true fat guy, huh? Or you know what? The dude who said, let's take a cheeseburger and put on top of it another cheeseburger. Genius! Looks like we got something missing with this one. Hopefully we'll get to see a nice big takedown. That's a big moon eye head for that bait on this rod. And it's my new Warrior Cat rod, man. I have saved and worked to get my hands on this rod. Come on now, he's messing with it. You can see a big takedown. It may be a smaller one down there chewing on it. They'll do that sometimes and try to rob it, but hopefully it's a nice size blue cat, and he's going to do us a takedown where the pole bends. I was telling you about that a little earlier. But we shall see. You know, it's a sign of life anyway. But I think it's gonna, if it had been a big blue, I think you'd have been on it already. I think it's probably a smaller channel cat or something down there just kind of chewing on the bait. I call them, you know, they're just down there pecking at it, peck, peck, peck. Yes, he's a little pecker. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I'd say it is. So don't be going around telling everybody that J-No's got a little pecker. That's bad, I know. Oh, there we go. That was the takedown. Oh, here, Josh, we're gonna hold this. Oh, he come off. Man, he come off. This is when we do our pouty face. But you know what? It's fishing, and it was fun to see a takedown. And I still got my bait, so I'm gonna put it back out there. And what are you gonna do? Sometimes you lose them, sometimes you catch them. Sometimes the river wins. Well, I see most of the time the river wins. So what we do whenever I'm drifting like this, I will show you that my sinker has hit the bottom. Now I'm going to reel my rod tip up until it hits the top of the water. I'm going to give it 3 more cranks, and then I'm going to put it back in my rod holder. That's going to give us that 3 to 5 feet up off of the bottom that we're looking for. So anyway, we will try to get some more here directly. There's a big old wave maker. The only other traffic we've seen today on the river. We've had the river to ourselves all day. But big old barge, maybe we'll get us a barge bite. Well, guys, we decided we was going to call it a day. Fishing wasn't all that great. You know, sometimes the river doesn't give up a whole lot, but we caught a fish. We got some bites. It may not have been a successful trip as far as catching a lot of fish, but every trip is a very successful trip as far as spending quality time with your friends and family out on the river or the lake or the creek, just wherever. It just don't get no better than that. So anyway, I hope this wasn't the boring as crap video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed.
I enjoyed.
Good, you better. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all have a great rest of the day. God bless. And the end.
Buzz, buzz, the end.